Ladies and gentlemen, this is Prizers TV. I said this is Prizers TV, and I am here once more. I'm here because there is one important information which I brought you today. The information is an reason why. This is the type of information that everybody who likes development, progress, anywhere in Nigeria or including in the world would like to hear more about it. And that is the reason you see me here. If you have checked on my channel, you would know that I am somebody that talks about progress and development. I'm not a politician. My own is about progress. Whatever that brings progress, is what I dive into, because I believe that without progress, you won't have anybody visiting your state. If your state is not looking beautiful and nobody is investing into your state, believe me, nobody will come to visit your state. So for that reason, I'm here, telling people the best way to make sure that your state is looking beautiful, and what makes a state to look beautiful, and why people should choose your state instead of another state. And also to tell people the reason why many people are not visiting Nigeria. Nigeria is the most populated country in Africa. Therefore, it is supposed to have had more people visiting Nigeria than in other places. I know majority of you will talk about insecurity, but I don't believe it. There is insecurity everywhere. And even if insecurity problems stop in Nigeria, people are still not going to jump in to Nigeria. By the way, the insecurity that they had in some parts of Nigeria did not start today. It started about 15 years ago. But before that 15 years, that Boko Haram commenced and so on and so forth, and from then many other problems. Had Nigeria been the most visited country in the world then, or even in Africa? No. Why? Well, that is the reason we are here. Because based on the way I view things and the way I analyze things and talk about things, I have come into the conclusion that some of all the problems that make some states unsuitable for visitors are actually curable, and they are one of the reasons we are here. And today there is an information which is the major reason I am here. And when I heard about the information, I was the happiest person in the world that time. And that is the reason I'm here. And the information is about what is about to happen in Enugu State. Well, it has already commenced. If you know about Landmark, which I talked about a week ago, who relocates his business to Enugu State, Landmark is actually one of the richest developer in Africa. He is somebody that will turn a lake into an ocean. But our coming here is not about Landmark. Because when we talked about Landmark, people were surprised that the man who used to manage beach in Lagos actually is going to transform Enugu State into one of the most visited places when we talk about resort. But while we are rejoicing about his own, the biggest breaking news pump up. And that is the reason I'm here. The man you are looking at is Ato Eze. Ato Eze currently is the richest Igbo man in the world. No Igbo man living either abroad or at home is richer than the person you are looking at. Forbes once named him the third richest Nigerian. I don't know the land he is right now. This man has oil company that is working in Venezuela. Without him, Venezuela will not have petroleum. He is the one refining Venezuela petroleum. The director of Oranto Oil, an Igbo man. But the reason we are here is about him, but not about the petrol. It's about the new estate he is developing in Enugu State. The estate is like a town of its own, and it is in the middle of Enugu State. He's not developing it at the bush. No. The estate does not have name yet, but very soon, when they name the estate, then we are coming back to inform you about the name of the Ato Eze's estate in Enugu State. And we are going to show you the estate, the level it is now, and why I like this estate more than any other estate in Enugu State, because I have already seen the type of building Ato Eze is developing in Enugu State. Remember, Enugu State is currently the most beautiful state in Nigeria. Is currently the cleanest state in Nigeria, and that is the reason everybody is trooping into Enugu State. I have already said this, that Enugu State looks like California, and this Enugu State is looking like California today. Tomorrow it will look like Dubai. Because see how the state looks. Because of the new look, the changes that governor of Enugu State had done in the state by building bus terminals, building CCTV camera, making sure that anywhere you are in Enugu State, you are being pictured. Rebuilding the conference center, also developing the International Conference Center Hotel, removing Molue, replacing them with CNG buses, launching an airline. You begin to see that no state in Nigeria has such a vision. Tell me another state that has such a vision that I had just mentioned. And everywhere is looking clean, beautiful. Road is being constructed everywhere. Look at this place. They are constructing wide road. People are buying land, building houses, developing everywhere. I know it that all this development that is rising in Enugu State is going to cause an explosion of development, more development rising. And all of a sudden, what I've been saying have been confirmed. And I am not the person who confirmed it. Because sometimes, if somebody like me tells you that I am seeing Enugu State as the most beautiful place in Nigeria, you have your right to doubt me. Because where do I have the proof? Of course, you can see it here that it looks beautiful, but what about other states? Do I know how other states looks? Nigeria has 36 states, including Abuja. There are 7 states, including Abuja. How do I know that Enugu State is more beautiful than Abuja? And what about Lagos? This will make my argument impossible to stand. Because in everybody's mind, Lagos and Abuja are the most beautiful places in the world. Especially for Nigerians who don't know about what development is all about. Because they believe that development is counting tall buildings. If you have more tall building, you are more developed than me. Life is not like that. It's not like that. It's about how neat your state is. See Enugu State. Now people have started trooping in Enugu State because estate agent is now booming. Everybody, new hotels pumping up here and there. Governor is building more hotels, developing everywhere. Then, all of a sudden, the First Lady of Nigeria came to Enugu State. She was astonished on what she saw. She never expected that a state in Nigeria would look like California. Including me, I never expected that Enugu State is such beautiful. When I started talking about Enugu State, until I began to see things with my eyes. Then I said, no, this is not normal. When the First Lady came to Enugu State, in order to thank Enugu State, he came up with this, when I say, honor. And what is that honor? She awarded Enugu State as the modern green state. Look. Model, green, and the state. Just mark this. You see that model there? Model is Enugu State did not win as green state. No. It's the model green state. Meaning that Enugu State is greeny and model. And Enugu State won 100 million naira for 2025, defeating Abuja and Lagos and other states. It is after this award that many people began to talk about Enugu State. Majority of Nigerians don't know that Enugu State has international airport terminal building that is exactly as of the new one in Lagos, because they have never been to Enugu State. Some people thought that Enugu State is just a small state. No, what you are looking at is Enugu International Airport new terminal. Work is ongoing there. By March next year, this airport will be opened. This airport is attached to the terminal that everybody is using now. Tell me, state in Nigeria that has good roads like this. I knew that this thing is going to cause explosion of development. All of a sudden, boom! What I never imagined happened. Now hotel is going online, developing their hotels everywhere. See, this is International Conference Center Hotel. What you are looking at here is another building. What you are looking at here is a different building. What you are looking at here is a different building. Everybody is developing hotel in Enugu State because the demand increased. Igbo people have been looking for a state that they would call their land. Now they found it. Even with Enugu State Governor commissioning or launching the construction of new Enugu Smart City, didn't stop people. The demand for land and for increased. And any type of building you raise in Enugu State, you will see billionaires who wants to buy it. Any types of building. Therefore, saw this and say, this is where business is now. Atoise went to Nza Street in Enugu State. In case if you don't know what I'm talking about, you see this street here, MZA Street. You may not see it by my right. Okay, this place is not a bush. This is already a developed place, not totally developed. But this street, Atoise is developing the biggest estate you have ever imagined. This is the entrance of Atoise's estate. It is about 1 kilometer by length. But one thing made me to praise Atoise's estate. And that thing that made me to praise Atoise's estate is what I'm about to show you. Now, you see here, there is a palm tree. And there are palm trees being planted in front of the Atoise's estate in Enugu State. But you see palm tree here? And if we continue, you will be seeing palm trees at Atoise. This is the front. This is the entrance. Now, project is ongoing. You can't enter here. You see here they have barricaded it. You cannot enter into Atoise's estate building. Nobody will allow you. It is very massive and very big. I tried to get the prototype to see how it looks, but I could not find it from anywhere from Atoise. And how did I know about this information? Well, there is a YouTuber, or there are YouTubers who are known as Alim TV. They actually visited the place and they released this image and the video everywhere, but they could not allow them to enter. The entrance of Atoise's estate is what you are looking at. Therefore, Atoise is building Lagos in Igbo land. People have been saying, Igbo people, you don't develop your place. You don't develop your place. Now, the big man himself has landed. And I knew it, that people don't develop is not the fault of the people, it's the fault of the government. If it was not because of Peter Mba, who came into power and began to think about tourism, began to open airline. Currently, he has 9 aircraft. Began to rebuild Enugu, making Enugu State to be attractive. Everybody began to troop in, including the landmark, began to relocate to Enugu. People began to show the prototypes of their work here and there. The governor as well began to demolish many things, reconstructing all the roundabouts here and there. This caused explosion of Igbo people going into Enugu to buy houses and buy land. And if I tell you the number of northern Nigeria who are going to work in Enugu, who are moving to Enugu to work as laborers, majority of you will doubt me. You will doubt me. People are queuing online, working in Enugu State, going for labor. Something that never happened before in Nigeria. Hardly before you see northerners begging for work in the southeast. Now it is happening because demand for labor is very high. People are buying land everywhere, developing. Houses is being raised everywhere. Road construction. Man, that is the reason I say that Enugu State is going to be one of the best states in Nigeria if managed properly. Because the governor of Enugu State had made the Igbo people to believe that there is a possibility of building a state that will become good for everybody. I have never seen anybody from Enugu State attacking anybody from any other state. Enugu State is like no man's land. Every Igbo man is like an owner of Enugu State. That is how I see Enugu State. It's as if Enugu State does not have indigen. You buy land and you live. Nobody, no discrimination, nothing, because Enugu State had been the capital of Eastern region for a very long time. And this caused an explosion of development here and there. Atoise also decided to rush and build one of the most beautiful estates that we are going to applaud him. Now, based on what I have seen happening in Enugu State, this, will I say, revolution, which is not political, but infrastructural, is not going to stop. Go and mark my word somewhere. Enugu State will always get better. If you think that development in Enugu State will slow down, go and rest. It does not matter who is going to lead Enugu State or not. And the reason is very simple. When a good foundation is being laid, to complete the house will be easier. The governor of Enugu State has already presented the formula that he wants to mold Enugu State. Anybody coming into it after 6 years, because nobody is going to argue whether Petamba will win the election or not in the next 2 years. Now that he has joined the APC, who is going to challenge him again? Nobody. I don't see anybody challenge. Anybody who is challenging Petamba, well, he will get somebody will challenge him because they will, at least to make name, you need to make name, So that you was a governorship candidate of Enugu State, it remained there. And when people are talking about you, especially if they are googling you on Wikipedia, it will pump up. But apart from that, I don't see nobody will defeat Petamba, So therefore, in the next 6 years, with the project Petamba has at hand completed, other new projects being raised, people will troop into Enugu State more. Because the type of projects Petamba is bringing out is something that Nigerians never expected that a governor could do. And remember, Petamba had only been in office for 2 years. Look at how Enugu State is looking just for 2 years that a good governor managed a state. Everywhere began to look beautiful. Beautiful. Things that people never expected that could happen began to happen. The first lady visited Enugu State and she was astonished. I do not believe that first lady had visited Enugu State before she came 3 months ago. That was the reason after visiting she rushed and gave an award to Enugu State. How many states in Nigeria looks like this? Lagos is not beautiful. No, it's not as beautiful as what you are looking at. I know so many of you would count Lagos by street, no, by street, by skyscrapers, but look at here. Everywhere is tied. All the road is looking black. The houses, modern, even the ones that have not been completed. Look at this building. It is still not completed, but look beautiful. Look at how trees are being planted in the correct places. Everywhere looking fantastically beautiful. If someone had told me that this is California, that's the reason I say Enugu State is turning into California. I had never seen Enugu State for a long time, and you brought this image. You asked me what is this and where is this place. I would say my first imagination will be California. I never been to California. I don't even know how California is, but how I imagine California would look like is this. Okay, I know there is skyscraper and something because they have Miami Beach and so on and so forth. But this is how I would imagine it. Tell me any state that looks like this. Very lively. And this state also built modern terminals, launch buses for everybody. See how Enugu State is looking. Is this not looking like abroad? Why shouldn't people rush Enugu State? Is it possible? Therefore, my belief is that in the next 4 or 3 years, you will not recognize Enugu State anymore. Because Enugu State is developing individually and also is developed by government, because the government is trying a lot. I have just found that the government is rebuilding both the roundabout and some certain places and reconstructing here and there. And we should also not remember about this building, which the government is developing, 69-story building at Enugu Smart City, which is going to be the center of Enugu State. And you tell me that Enugu State is going to slow down? This is the reason Aton Eze rushed and grabbed his own estate to surprise the world. And let's watch and see what is going to happen in Enugu State, because based on my analysis and what I have seen, we are seeing a new state entirely. A new state entirely. Therefore, my beg for the governor is that all his plan he wanted, because when the governor came into power, he said that he wanted to make Enugu State as the most visited place in Nigeria. Believe me, it is going to work. It has already worked. Because based on how everybody is praising Enugu State and how he himself has started rebuilding Enugu State will be very soon the most visited place in Nigeria. Especially with Landmarks completing his project, which is going to look like this. People will be going there, playing golf, enjoying, and so on and so forth. And Ato is also finishing his resort, but not resort, estate. This is the type that they are building at the lake, at Nike Lake. Nike Lake will change to be like this. People will be trooping into Enugu State just to enjoy themselves over there. Then what again remains? People are going to troop into Enugu State in the next 3 years. Therefore, what I ask the governor for is that he is doing the best, but we need parks. I have already said this time without number. Nigeria needs places like this. You see where people can run, where people can cycle. It is very important when it comes to development. I have already seen it. I don't need any soothsayer to tell me what is going to happen. What is about to happen is that Enugu State is going to be congested if governor don't take proper action, because Igbo people are going to occupy Enugu State. What do I mean? There must be parks, there must be pedestrian walkways, there must be bicycle tracks where people can go and run. By the way, people run in Enugu State every week because they don't have what you are looking at here. If I was a governor, I would construct this jogging track or bicycle track from Otiba Junction to that Okara Square. Get it painted red and finish. Then, anybody who goes to Enugu State will have a place to train, will have a place to enjoy. That road by Otiba Junction or from Chime Avenue to Okara Square is the same place from fire service. Build where people can trek, walk long distance if they want to walk by the roadside. Put a street light there by the roadside. Because I am seeing a good future. But the problem many governors in Nigeria don't think about what I'm saying is because of Lagos. Lagos does not have what I'm talking about. We need pedestrian walkways in Nigeria. We need parks in Nigeria. Nobody should wait for Abuja and Lagos to do it before they do it, because Lagos and Abuja, they don't have it, and they can never have it because Lagos and Abuja have been congested. Go to any developing country or any developed country. This is how their city center is. Nigeria don't think about it. What you are seeing here is a city center. What you are seeing here, you see this woman running, you see the man with the bicycle. If you are walking, you follow here. Sometimes it's about 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, or 3 kilometers. People in the evening, they will be walking here. Some will be running, cycling. This is what development is all about. Sometimes development is not about telling people to come home. If they come home and they don't see a place where they will go and train, where they will go and meet people, what is the reason of their coming home? To be indoor? No. I'm even happy because Enugu State is unique, because Enugu State has places one can go, like Okara Square, but other states don't have what Enugu State has. But based on my own analysis, Enugu State needs more than what it has, because this is going to be the major place for the Igbo people. Igbo people, they are over 40 million. Center of 40 million. A center of a population of 40 million supposed to have a place where people can go and trek and walk and jog and do so many things. Nigeria don't do it because everybody is waiting for Lagos to do it first. Lagos is not going to do it because Lagos is congested. And this is the reason Lagos is not among the most beautiful states, the most beautiful state in Africa. If you go to other countries in Africa, they have what I'm talking about. If you go to Morocco, they have what I'm talking about. If you go to Algeria, they have what I'm talking about. South Africa has it. Including Enugu State has it a little bit. Because what Enugu State has at Okara Square is not too far away from what I'm talking about. The only thing is that the Okara Square is not enough. It's not enough. Because what Enugu State has is something that looks like this. Oh, sorry, I jumped. It's something that looks like this. Where do people jog here? Of course, they can jog by my right. If you check here, there is pedestrian walkway here. Okay? And that's the pedestrian walkway. Move from Otiba Junction to Okara Square. This particular one you see here. By my left, the same thing. You can see pedestrian walkway here. And by the pedestrian walkway, you can see garden. And also, Enugu State governor is also building new gardens at the center. Now, but what I'm talking about is this pedestrian walkway, or we can also take here, will have to be wider. It will be 2 lanes. One for the pedestrian and another one for the bicycle. The one for the bicycle will be painted green, blue, or red. From Otiba Junction to Okara Square. People who wants to run, let them run there. This is how developed states supposed to look. Don't copy Lagos and Abuja. They don't know what it is. And this is the reason nobody see Lagos and Abuja as a developed, when I say a beautiful city. No, it is not. It is not. Enugu State is even much better. I mean it. That is the reason Enugu State defeated them. Look at what I'm talking about. Just check here. See pedestrian walkway. Somebody can jog here, but you can't organize cross-country here. Because pedestrians also will use the same place. It is not going to work. Therefore, you need a space for people who are going to jog. And this is not too expensive. I mean it because it's just about 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers. Then you have it. Then you have it in Enugu State. Simple, as simple as that. As simple as that. But apart from that, Enugu State is doing marvelously well, and the only state that is doing what I'm talking about. Now, and let's go and see all the infrastructures that is going to change Enugu State very, very soon. And my first one is this hotel that you see here, which is International Conference Center Hotel. This hotel is going to be a game changer in Enugu State. It has already changed the landscape of Enugu State. It does not matter from where you are viewing it. The International Conference Center Hotel is going to change Enugu State look completely. And whenever I watch this International Conference Center Hotel, I praise the governor of Enugu State. How did he come up with the design that is so futuristic that when you are watching the International Conference Center Hotel, you will love it, but you will not know the reason you love it. It's beautiful and you love it, but you will be asking yourself, why do I like this structure? Why do I like this structure so much? This is what contemporary architecture is doing to a town. When you have it 3 or 4 at the center, because when they finish the International Conference Center, this is how it is going to look. But the most beautiful part of this International Conference Center is not only the front, it's the back side. The back side is beautiful. The inside, the same beautiful. This is a game changer. And the position where it is also very nice because it is at the center of Enugu State. And another thing where I praise Governor of Enugu State is the reconstruction of all the roundabouts. Although, if you had asked me, I would have said that I would have done it in a different form, especially this masquerade. I like the masquerade, but no. Because Enugu State, based on what I'm seeing, is going futuristic. It is not going traditional. Most of the buildings you see in Enugu State is either contemporary or futuristic, and they are all talking about future. They are not talking about tradition. Even other roundabouts and some certain developments you are seeing is future. It's not talking about tradition. Everything is being modernized. Therefore, the roundabout, whatever that will be in the roundabout, has to be futuristic and also contemporary to match the beauty of Enugu State. But I like it, okay? So, but if I was to build this, I will not put that masquerade there. I mean it, I'll have a nicer design. But Enugu State surprised us, or the governor, because this one is being built newly. And this is a coal miner who is mining. So this type of sculpture, I forgot the name. It is started during the time of Industrial Revolution. Anything you see roundabout looking like this, either somebody digging or being on a horse or whatever, it is Industrial Revolution. It has a name, but I forgot. Maybe if I remember, I will say it as I proceed. Now, here is the backside of the hotel which I talked about. That the backside of this hotel is even as beautiful as anything. The hotel is a game changer. This hotel is a game changer in Enugu State. The hotel and International Conference Center, which is where everybody is trooping in, is what actually made Enugu State so special. And I can't thank Governor enough. The only thing that I would say is what I talked earlier, that Governor of Enugu State need to think about how to build parks. People in Enugu State need places where they could go and walk around, because people are coming. With all these airlines and people are coming in Enugu State. Be ready for what you are beginning for. Therefore, you must make sure you build where people will cycle and where people will go and train. If you go to all the developing countries, they have this. In Enugu State, if you are aiming to jump, to be making that 3 million US dollars to 30 million US dollars based on your IGR, you need a place like this. Otherwise, people will be congested. I'm telling you, you need to make people to feel free to do whatever they want to do. Whoever want to run can go and run. Whoever want to cycle can. Then the population will increase more, and from then, that is what it is. That is what it is. When the population increase, there is a possibility that majority of people who will be returning are not poor people. Igbo people are unarguably the most richest people in Nigeria, if you count them one by one. Because if you go to all the markets in Africa, you'll find Igbo people doing business there. In Nigeria, the same thing. Majority of all these people, when they are tired, they return home to the country. They build house. If I tell you that most of the houses you are seeing in Enugu State are owned by people from abroad. When you go to Enugu, people are buying land and everything. The people that own those land and houses, 90% or 95% based abroad. Or 99% of them don't live in Igbo land. The few who don't live abroad, they live in Lagos. Now, if you remember when I talk about Atoize's estate, this is the estate gate or fence. Work is ongoing. By my right is what I'm talking about. Atoize, when he started building the estate, he first of all planted palm trees. See palm trees. This is smartness, because palm trees is one of the most beautiful plants when you want to modernize your state. And apart from that, look at the road how it is. Do you see it? Pedestrian walkway, very, very high from the road. There is no way this car can hit somebody who is standing here. And this is the reason I always praise Enugu State. It's not for, but what I'm seeing in Enugu, and I've never seen it anywhere. Imo State, hardly before they build road or construct road and give it pedestrian walkway. Enugu State is not like that. Pedestrian walkway is everywhere. Here is where Atoize is building an estate. According to Allen TV, because they went there and they videoed everything, and I was marveled. The image you are looking at is from Allen TV. You can actually go to their channel and watch it, and you see how everything is going over there. But I am marveled and not shocked, because I know Igbo people are going to troop into Enugu State. They are going to troop into Enugu State. There is nothing more, nothing less. If you are a smart person, you are an Igbo man, don't waste your time. Go and get your own section of land. Because the governor is building, the individual is building, the big men are rushing. A-line is, wow, so many things. New town, they are building new Enugu smart city. Estate is pumping up everywhere in Enugu State and sold immediately. The reason is simple. Igbo people don't care where they come from when they want to live in Enugu State. No, everybody is owner in Enugu State. What shocked me most is that some northerners, Fulanis, Hausas, are now immigrating to Enugu State to work as laborers. If you go to the estate where all these buildings, constructions are happening, see construction going on here. This is Carlton Swiss Hotel. They are building a new one. If you go to places where all this construction is happening, majority of the laborers they have there are from the north. Immigration, which we used to immigrate to the north for business, now they are coming back to the southeast as for labor. And you tell me that our governors are not doing well. The governors in southeast are doing marvelously well. All of them, all of them. You can only tell me that one is better than the other, but are they doing well? They are all doing fantastically well, especially in these last 3 years. We began to experience what we never experienced. Now, but I have one statement to make before I close. Why I'm happy about the hotel which Atoize is developing is because of the way the hotel looks, and also the step he carried on. And that step is the palm tree. You see, these palm trees had already shown me the type of mindset of Atoize. You have not started building the hotel, the estate. You have already started planning how it will look. He has planted the palm trees so that the palm trees will be growing. By the time he is going to open the estate, everything will be looking greeny. And the palm tree is one of the best trees when you want to talk about futuristic building. It helps a lot. This is the reason in most of the beautiful hotels around the world, even in Dubai, in America, in everywhere, they all have palm trees. Once you see somebody planting palm trees, you know that the way he's trying to do that thing is not is not like the ones that you used to see. Because if you check on my video, I had once talked about Atoize, and on that video I did not talk about this estate that he is building, but I talked about something that he developed near the international airport in Enugu State. And that thing is about Oranto International Hotel, which is currently one of the tallest hotels very close to the Enugu State International Airport Terminal. This is the hotel. This hotel is known as Oranto International Airport Hotel. This hotel is also owned by Atoize. But if you had asked me, or I had talked about this hotel, and to me, this hotel is one of the worst hotel when it comes to structure in Enugu State, built recently. Because the world has changed. Enugu State is now modernizing. This type of building is known as peak roof. Peak roof. You see, what do you call it? Air condition here, air condition there, air condition here, air condition there. They don't look beautiful, and they are very cheap to build. When I saw it and I heard that it was owned by Atoeze with everything, I was a little bit disappointed that how comes Atoeze wanted to build a hotel by the international airport terminal and build something like this? See the terminal where Atoeze built the airport very close to. This terminal building is one of the best terminal buildings in the world. This is how Lagos terminal building looks. Then you want to build this thing. You build a very, very small hotel looking like Uzodima's Conference Center. Because Uzodima's Conference Center is also peak roof. And this peak roof is not good for development. All the new hotels developed in Enugu State recently, they are all looking this way. Futuristic, beautiful, except the one Atoeze built. And I said, this is going backward. How would Atoeze buy land very, very close to international airport and could not build futuristic house there? What happened? This is what he raised. This is like residential building. The only thing different is that he put it hotel. This is how residential building looks. If you remove hotel and build this thing in any street in Enugu, this is just a residential hotel with two-story building. People should know how they develop public building. Public building is supermarket, conference center, shopping mall, library. They must look futuristic and beautiful. It shouldn't look like as if you are building your own house. And why it pained me is that this building is by the airport, So I've not been happy with that taste because of that, See how individuals who don't have money are developing their hotel in Enugu State. And you, the millionaire, you come. See, what you are seeing is new hotels in Enugu State. These are not peak roof. These are modern buildings. How come Atoeze developed that kind of hotel? Until I saw the announcement and saw the image that he is building one of the best, the best hotels. And I said, okay. I took a look and I said, yeah, I have seen it. It's not peak roof. It's not peak roof. It's beautiful. Because look at how governor is modernizing the place. See this hotel? Not peak roof. See this one? Not peak roof. They are all futuristic buildings. We shouldn't be building peak roof. We shouldn't be building something that look like this, thinking that we are bringing development. No. You are killing the development. You are drawing us back. I was like, unbelievable. So, these older people, nobody should be selling land to them. Otherwise, they will spoil everything. Because, believe me, no young man will buy land very close to the airport and build peak roof. Nobody will do that. Nobody. Because land, they cost a lot of money. It costs a lot of money. When everybody's praising Enugu State, we began to go back. No, it's not normal. It's not normal. But now I'm happy because I've just seen how he's designing. I say, okay. And secondly, maybe that peak roof he built very close to the airport is not his mistake because he started raising the building when Enugu State was not as beautiful as Enugu State is now. Because Enugu is going futuristic. See bus terminal, see airport terminal. Everything is futuristic. And then you come in the middle of the airport, you build peak roof. No. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't at all. And I believe that he has realized the mistake. But it's not his mistake, He never believed that Enugu State would look like this by the time he developed the peak roof. A state where the governor is trying to build a 69-story building, which is what you are looking at. How would somebody come over there and build peak roof where governor is building something like this, everybody is praising, and the rest, no, we don't want peak roof. We don't want peak roof. So, and when I saw the one that he's developing now, I was very, very happy. But when I saw the peak roof, I was like, wow. This thing is not looking good at all. Because if you had followed my videos, you must have known that I don't like peak roof. Peak roof is what is killing Nigeria. It is what killed Onisha. Everybody's raising two-story building. Peak roof. Unbelievable. You will see houses, you don't know whether they are beautiful or whether they are ugly. Because they just look like your own house. The difference between where you live and where is built as hotel is that they're not hotel there. This is not how it's supposed to be. See hotel, somebody built in Osaka. This is a hotel known as the Latin Hotel Osaka. It was launched the same time Atoeze launched his peak roof. Everybody is praising this hotel, both on Facebook. Everywhere. If you Google the Martin, you will see it. People who are doing business are returning to Igbo land. They are building futuristic buildings, raising futuristic hotels. Our rich people, especially the old people, if they are not coming to give us peak roof, let them not develop it because it is causing problem. How would somebody go very close to this airport? Because see the Oranto International Hotel by my left. The building you see by the left is Oranto International Hotel. The building you see in the front is Enugu International Airport New Terminal. Look at it. Imagine if this is a modern building. This area is one of the best places in Enugu State. It's one of the best places in Enugu State worldwide. So Enugu State is winning award. It's not because of peak roof. Peak roof will draw us back. We will never allow any peak roof again. We don't agree. With everything governor is doing, somebody will be coming to no. If anybody is buying land in Enugu, please don't give us peak roof, especially if it is public building. If you know you don't have money to build a hotel, please go and buy land somewhere very close to maybe Centenary City and build your peak roof there. But don't go and use peak roof to spoil the center. Do you know what Enugu State governor is doing? Rebuilding everything. See this international hotel, hospital. Everything is modern building. Then one big man will just come and pay for the land and bring peak roof there. No. Is there anything that look like peak roof here? All this building, they are now covering it. Nobody wants peak roof as a development. Nobody wants it. Please, we don't want it. If all these buildings we are seeing here are peak roofs, Enugu State will look ugly. That is what it is. People are praising Enugu State is because of modern building that follows it. And this is the reason when I talk about Uzodinma, I say Uzodinma just squandered money for no reason. This is International Conference Center Uzodinma built. Peak roof. What is the difference between this building and the building by the left and by the right? Nothing. The difference is that this one is big. Finish. This is because if you build peak roof, you make it huge in Nigeria, it becomes a church. If you put a cross here, this will just be named St. Mary Anglican Church. That is it. I'm telling you. Because this is how they build church everywhere. Peak roof. In Europe, even the roof is taller. You make it higher. In Nigeria, the roof is more or less like this. You just need to put a cross. No, we don't need this type of infrastructure. And Okorocha built something similar to this 9 years ago. Exactly. I don't know which one is bigger, but the same peak roof. Breeze came one day, removed the peak roof. Because it's too big. The same thing. The Uzodinma built this one. It was commissioned. If you see when it was commissioned, it looked like an old building already because there is nothing futuristic there. There is nothing that will make you to say, wow. We need contemporary architecture. Look at how school in Enugu State is looking. This is school. Government Technical College, GTC. Is this peak roof? No. This is contemporary and futuristic. See. This is beautiful. See. This is beautiful. See. And you tell me that the state is not... The governor knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. See. They are now changing everything into futuristic. No more building houses that have no value. Presidential hotel. Look at how Enugu is. This is how Enugu is going. Therefore, the first time I saw that peak roof of Atoise, I was like, unbelievable. Atoise, when did you build a peak roof? Now, peak roof, unbelievable. No, but I'm even seeing it that it was not his mistake. By the time he developed it, Enugu State was not as good as it is now. So, then peak roof is acceptable, okay? Because he started building this hotel, you see here, like 9 years ago. You know, because if you had followed story about Enugu Airport, there was a time Enugu Airport was closed and stuff like that. When Enugu Airport was closed, Atoise also closed here because no need of rushing the hotel when the airport was closed and stuff like that. It was currently when Peter Black came into office and Enugu Airport began to function, including the international airport. They began to talk about how to open it and so on and so forth. That Atoise decided to finish this. So during the time he started the building, I believe, you know, so if he would start this hotel today, I don't think Atoise will build this hotel in Enugu. No, he would have built one of the biggest and most beautiful hotels so far. I'm telling you. Because this hotel is one of, when you talk about outside, nobody will count this hotel as one of the best in Enugu. No, it doesn't look beautiful. It doesn't look beautiful. Hotels in Enugu, they are standard hotels. And especially the ones they are building now, structure matters. And this is the reason everybody is praising International Conference Center Enugu. The outside matters a lot. It's just like beauty. Sometimes you see somebody who is beautiful, you say, wow, this person is very beautiful. You don't know. Character, later on we talk about character. So the inside, later on we talk about inside. Now, imagine if Enugu State Conference Center is ugly outside, but the inside is as the inside is today. Beautiful as it is. Nobody will enter it. People like outside. They like to see structure. And this is the reason I am preaching about modern building, contemporary architecture. You can't live to your state with peak roofs. No. Even the airport Nigeria is raising is already telling you that even Nigeria itself is going futuristic. The entire Nigeria is going futuristic because this airport terminal is in Abuja, is in Lagos, it is in Kano and Port Harcourt. The same Enugu airport, the same thing in Enugu. This one is Enugu. This is futuristic building. Nigeria is converting to futuristic. Majority of the houses you see, especially hotels in Lekki, all these tall buildings, they are all futuristics. Even the ones that are not tall, they are futuristics. This is the type of development we want in Enugu State, not peak roof. Peak roof is the type of building you can build in the village, but in Enugu State, no. Enugu State has passed that because governor is trying to elevate everything. He's trying to elevate everything. None of the project governors of Enugu State is managing is peak roof. None of them, including schools. They are all modern buildings. And including the bus terminals. They are all futuristic buildings. This is the reason everybody is happy. No peak roof is here. You see this building you see here? No peak roof. That is for you to know the importance of modern building. That is for you to know the importance of modern building. See, the peak roof you see is by the neighbors at the back. And that neighbors at the back, they are making this thing ugly. Ugly. The time of peak roof is gone. It's gone. You can build it for you, for your family, but not in public places. No, they are no more useful. No, they are no more useful. No, not anymore. Not anymore. People hide even. See, this is Nsukka bus terminal. Governor did not build peak roof here. See, this is the main building. Futuristic as well. Okay? So this is the reason I say this is the smartest governor so far. This is a governor that whenever he wants to bring projects, he brings the best. Why is that best is helpful? It's because when an individual sees the best, he also would like to increase the way he will develop his hotel or even his personal building. All these buildings you are seeing, they are all futuristics. See, they are not owned by Lagos, by Enugu State. They are owned by individuals. They buying peak roof. You see peak roof here? People go, sometimes they price this building, they buy it and smash everything, raise tall building in Enugu State. Because that is what is happening in the city. If you look here, another house is being built, individual building, not peak roof. The same futuristic. This shows that Enugu State knows what it's doing, and the governor also knows what he's doing. Well, I think I will stop here. But I just wanted to talk about how Enugu State is changing, especially when it comes to building. And governor is the person who is actually changing everything. A state like Enugu State, no more peak roof. Even schools that he's building newly, not everything is futuristic, including the airplane he bought. Because this airplane is also futuristic. This is modern airplane. Majority of people who used to start airline, they used to start it with small flight, and but he started it with a modern one. So when I talk about peak roof, you see what was on the map here? Peak roof. Just Google peak roof, and you see what will happen. Ugly buildings. They are all like this. Peak. Imagine if all these buildings you are seeing, that they are all contemporary architecture or futuristic. The change you will see in Imo State will be marvelous. You just need about 4 or 5. But the more peak roof you build, the more you keep your state down. Everybody is abandoning peak roof. If you have traveled, how many times have you seen this type of building abroad? Can you go to Dubai and see this? No. You can't see it anywhere in Dubai. You can't see a building looking like this in America. You can never see a building looking like this in Europe. At all. Now, any building that they are raising now, tell me a kind of building you see that look like this in America. The only place you can see it is in Nigeria, church. Nobody will allow you to build this type of building in the center of their place. No. Nobody. In Europe, you build this thing, nobody. They will knock it down first. They respect their center more than anything. So how would you come out and build this thing? Unbelievable. And this is new. This is the effect of peak roof. We must convert from peak roof to modern building. So that is going to help develop Igbo land and then Nigeria entirely. See the difference. See contemporary architecture here. You see the difference? Everything, look, see the difference. See contemporary architecture here. These 2 buildings were enough to beautify Enugu State. These 2. Remove these 2 buildings. Knock this one down. Knock the other one down. I'm not saying you can do Enugu State building down. But remove it from this picture. What will you see here? Nothing. Okay. Let's even not knock it down. But let's roof this building now with zinc. Very tall. Then we roof this one with zinc. Very tall. If you are somebody who knows about art, just to vision it like that, you will know that the beauty of what you are seeing will reduce to 80%. What will remain will be 20%. Immediately you begin to see zinc here, rising like peak. You have already faded. With the frame where water will drop, you have already faded. The same thing here. Our people must know how to go into futuristic. Look at a building. See, beautiful. How many houses are here? Only one building. Beautify this environment. Even if there is another house, it is even better. Because once you produce contemporary architecture, what it does, it beautifies the environment and does not want ugly houses. And how it works is that it is so beautiful that immediately you produce one, you begin to see the ugliness of the neighborhood. It makes the neighbors who wants to develop building also to come up with something similar so that his house will not look ugly. That is the reason when you look at this building, there is a building that matches to it, but you cannot see it. There is a building here at the middle there. I'm not talking about the one at the up, but there is a building here. It is not peak roof. It's futuristic. You see how the both of them match? They match because it's futuristic with futuristic. So I will not advise anybody to come and buy land and be developing peak roofs everywhere. No. See how it is. Futuristic with see futuristic building. See futuristic building here. See another futuristic building here. Then if you go far, you see that Enugu State become beautiful. But if you remove 1, 2, 3 building, everything will look ugly. As simple as that. As simple as that. And this is the reason many people are praising Enugu State, because it is going futuristic. Therefore, no big man should come and buy land and build peak roof again. Okay, so I will stop here, and my joy is to see that everything is moving smoothly and people are changing into futuristic, while Enugu State is winning award, being the most beautiful, and undoubtedly Enugu State is still going to win this award for 2026. Go and mark my word somewhere, because there is so many construction work going on up and down here and there in Enugu State. And when they are finished and everything got cleaned up, you will see the main beauty of Enugu State. So the only thing we are begging the governor is that there is a space where the governor cannot even build a bicycle track or jogging track, which is this particular place you see here. This place is known as area that is connected from Chime Avenue or Otiba Junction to Okpara Square. That is a space where any state governor can do that. He can do that because there is a space within that environment. And if he does it, unbelievable. People who want to run on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, everybody will be running whenever you feel. Whenever you want to burn calories, you go there. You don't have to wait until weekend. Then they will block road for people to run. It doesn't make sense. If you are waiting for development and people are trooping in, you must plan for where they will go and burn calories. Or do you expect them to be indoor daily and then eating and sleeping? When they come out, where do they go? Conference center? Do they have conference every day? To the hotel? Do people have to go to hotel every day? Or should they wait until Friday and Saturday or Sunday for them to run? No, life is not like that. There must be a place created for these people that are trooping in. What I'm talking about is very, very important. It's very, very important. Apart from beautifying the area, it will also teach Nigeria a lesson that in order for you to develop a state, there must be a pedestrian walkway and a bicycle track, which could also be used for jogging. Therefore, thank you very much for watching. I will stop here, and I am very, very happy over what is happening in Enugu State, both what is happening at the new Enugu Smart City and also at the Independence Layout Phase 2, and so on and so forth, and construction going on everywhere that everybody wants to build house in Enugu State, and everybody wants to grab his or her plots and developing it beautifully, So I'm also happy about Oranto International Airport, which I say that apart from the structure of the building, which was not his fault, because by the time he developed this building, Enugu State was not looking as it is looking today. If Oranto, which is Atoeze, had an opportunity to rebuild this airport hotel today, he would have rebuilt it in a different form, because I have seen so many hotels being built by young boys that are not very rich. What the hotel you are saying is the Andover Hotel. Andover Hotel is just a new hotel, but look at it, futuristic. So, but I think Atoeze will have enough to give us in future. So he has already said it that now the young boys, they are trying to knock him down, Okay, so we have come here to show you the estate that Atoeze is developing, and remember, Atoeze also gave Enugu State one of the best hotels. If it is not because it's peak roof, it would have been the best. so Atoeze giving us one of the best hotels, and now he is in Enugu State again, trying to give Igbo people one of the best estates they never imagined. So if you are a rich person and you are expecting to have a beautiful place where you will go and relax and enjoy life. Atoise is actually developing this place, and I want to make it as one of the best places in Nigeria when it comes to estates. So thank you very much for watching. Know it that you've been watching Prices TV. So see you next time, and we will be coming to you all the time. Thank you.